Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you more Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops 3-star veteran guides. This is Smacktown, and this level needs no introduction. If you're wondering why, this is the most broken part of Modern Warfare 3. When you do this on co-op, and you're with your buddy in this helicopter, this is the hardest part of the game. This is harder than anything you will face in the campaign. This is harder than somebody with a Verizon connection on the online. This is just ridiculous. This is unbelievable. And what happens is you will do 2 circles in this helicopter, you will be assailed by dudes, and you'll notice I'm not even getting shot. How is this difficult? Well, the reason it's difficult is randomly when the enemies decide to shoot you, they shoot you with the precision only Clint Eastwood has in westerns. They take you down so fast that you don't even have time to say the man with no name. It is ridiculous. And there's no strategy for this, people. It's just get lucky. One thing I did try from the start is I used the noob tube while my friend used the assault rifle, the light machine gun, and I was preemptively noob tubing. I was destroying the cars, I was hitting them on the spawn, and we were dying all the time. And I decided to switch back to the light machine gun. We were both light machine gunning, and for some reason it just seemed to work better. The enemies just, for whatever reason, they saw the light machine guns, they thought we had small penises and we were overcompensating, and they didn't shoot us as quickly as they usually did. And we got a lot more, fortunate through the mission. But it's evil. I can't even convey the words, and the best strategy I can tell you to do for this is to play it solo. This mission is extremely simple solo. The chopper section is nowhere near as challenging as it is on co-op, and it's well worth trying to do it on your own if you can't put up with constantly dying and bullshit. And all I can say is as soon as you get off this chopper, don't die. This bit is by far the worst out of all the Spec Ops. As soon as you land, as long as you play it intelligently, as long as you push it slowly and methodically like I'm going to show you how to do, you're going to have no issue with it. It's just this bit. This bit blows. This bit blows so hard. This bit blows like a supernova in space when we see debris in milliseconds. It's just ridiculous. But as soon as it says get out, hold X and get behind this container. As soon as you're behind this, you take the left hand side, your buddy takes the right hand side, and it's just a case now of picking dudes off, moving forward slowly. Never get too close to each other, but never stray too far apart. The logic behind this is if you're at a decent pace from each other, RPGs and grenades will not kill you both, but if somebody goes down, you're close enough to pick them up. And from here on out, I'm just going to be moving tentatively through, finding enemies, killing them. There's no real strategy to the rest of this, it's just play safe, play intelligently, and you will get through the mission. If you die though, you have to do the chopper section again, and God fucking help you. That chopper section blows. That chopper section is the devil. That chopper section is the Mecha Streisand of Modern Warfare 3. It is just a terrible, terrifying giant metal dinosaur that should be destroyed by the world's military. So for the rest of the video, guys, because this is kind of a long one, because this is the hardest mission of the game, I'm going to talk about something else to cheer up the people that have to get through this level and haven't just yet, because it sucks. It really sucks. There's a big weapons cache there on that map. If you need to pick up anything tropical, feel free to do so. My buddy loves the G36. I picked up the noob tube so I could be a bitch, and you will see me being a bitch henceforth. So just do your thing, enjoy it, and good luck. But IGN have done the top 25 most ridiculous game weapons featurette on their website. And I thought I'd have a look at it and discuss it with your people to fill some space, because it's an interesting topic. We've all got our feelings on what we think is cool. And number 25 is the Neven. And for anybody wondering, the Neven is an electricity guitar that is a weapon in Devil May Cry 3. You get it off a female vampire by the same name. She actually turns into the weapon, because that's kind of how that game worked. And it fires electricity bats at people when you play chords on it. And it's a really cool weapon. I had a lot of fun with it. It's not very practical unless you get super good at it, because it's really unorthodox, but it's a cool weapon. Probably could have done with being lower than 25, but we'll soon find out. Let's see what they say about it. So it's just telling you about how you get it and things like that, so that's not too impressive. The next one is the bug catching net from Soul Calibur 2, and the picture is a Hyrulean shield and a net, so I'm assuming it's what Link had. Yeah, Link's joke weapon in Soul Calibur 2. That's a bit boring. I'm sorry, but that does not deserve to be 24. Then we've got 25, which is one of the coolest concepts ever. It's probably functionally inept and completely ridiculous, but I still love it, and that is the Gunblades from Final Fantasy VIII. We have a lovely picture of Squall with his Gunblade revolver, and my god, that is sexy. That is a sexy gun. Yeah, I mean, how did it work? You know, if you'd have fired a gun that was attached to a sword, wouldn't it, in theory, wouldn't the force and the pressure of the explosion fire the blade? I don't know, man. It can't work, but there we go. 22 is Blitzball, Whacker from Final Fantasy X. That does not deserve to be in this list. It's a funny weapon, it's a funny concept, because that ball makes no sense. It doesn't even appeal to gravity, but 21 is the Mark II Lancer Assault Rifle, which is the one with the chainsaw. That is a fantastic weapon. That is a fucking cool weapon. It's not that ridiculous, though. The only ridiculous thing about it is if the Locust can tear a dude's arm off in seconds, why the hell would you want to be running into chainsaw distance with them? Never made much sense to me. Number 20 is the Drill Bucket from Dead Rising 2. Now that's pretty funny. If you've never seen it, it's basically a bucket with about 5 drill bits pointing down into the top of it. And when he puts it on the head, the drills turn on and it goes to town on him. It's pretty sick, pretty fun. And it looks like Dead Rising is going to have a really big showing in this, because number 19 is the Blitzkrieg by Dead Rising, which is a wheelchair strapped with automatic weapons, which is as funny as it sounds and as stupid and ridiculous as it sounds. But 18 we have the Sheepinator from Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. No idea what this is, I'll have a little read. It turned enemies into sheep that exploded. Alright, so it's just a gun that turns people into sheeps. That's pretty cool. Then we've got the Quakers in Crackdown 2, which is number 17. I don't know what this one is either. Let's have a look. Rubber ducky grenades. Alright, so it's garbage, really. Then we've got Gunchucks in Bayonetta, which is number 16, which is just how she uses her weapons, I'm assuming. Which is kind of cool, but doesn't really deserve to be there. Number 15 is the Fat Man. Now this one I can get behind, because the Fat Man from Fallout 3 fired a miniature nuclear tactical missile. Pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn awesome gun. Loved it to bits. Number 14 we've got Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and he's wielding the ever enchanted Keyblade that he got from Mickey. And that is a cool weapon, especially if you got the secret ending to Kingdom Hearts 2, where those dudes in the armor were using those super fantastic looking Keyblades in that Keyblade cemetery. Like that looks pretty damn awesome. So that's a cool one to have. I agree with that one. Going on to the next one, when the page loads. Thank you, Internet. Thank you for making this balls. Number 13 is the Flail Gun from Bulletstorm. I can get behind that. The Flail Gun was my favourite gun on that game. Nothing better than firing 2 mines attached with a chain and ripping dudes in half. Pretty damn awesome. Number 12 is the Pegasus from Dead Rising 2, off the records. I have not played this game, I've only played the original Dead Rising, but it looks like he's got a toy horse with a stick which you would normally pretend to ride, and it's got a bunch of fireworks on its head, so it's a portable firework launcher with the looks, which is pretty damn cool. Number 11, the Old Faithful, it's Cloud with the Buster Sword. The sword that's the size of a small car, yet it hangs down his back and somehow doesn't stop him from entering small entrances. Pretty damn awesome sword, gotta love it. Then it's Final Fantasy X once again for position 10, and it's dolls, because if you remember, Lulu used specific dolls to attack with. This one is a Moogle that she's carrying, because it's the original concept design for her. Pretty damn awesome. Doesn't deserve to be there, because it's ridiculous, but I suppose it does, because this is the most ridiculous weapons. And then we've got Worms, Old Woman. So if you don't know what that is, she was like a portable explosive, and she used to walk forward really slowly, mumbling to herself until she blows up. She was pretty damn awesome, used to love using that. This is the weapon I was looking for, this is the one I was expecting. Position number 8, the Cerebral Bore from Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. And if you don't know about this weapon, the weapon locked onto the intelligence of the enemy, and as soon as you got a lock, it sent a heat-seeking drill bit that hit their head, drilled into it, sucked out all the fluid and all the brain matter and everything, and then detonated and blew their face up. It was probably the best and most amazing weapon ever, and it came out before pretty much everything that people remember. Oh, it's so good. Number 7, Cluck Shot from Gears of War 3, which is a boom shot that fires chickens. Fucking stupid. Then there's Cup and Balls from Samurai Warriors 6, which sounds like a euphemism for somebody's sack. And it was wielded by a little girl, which makes it even more questionable. Shame on you, Japanese people. And then we have Teddy Bear in Prince of Persia Warriors Within, which is number 5. And I don't even remember that one. And I did play that game a lot. And number 4 is the one that I was definitely expecting, the cow launcher from the South Park first-person shooter game, which basically locked onto people and fired a cow that sat on their face. God, it was so stupid, but it was amazing at the same time. Number 3 is the Penetrator from Saints Row the Third, which is basically a giant purple dildo that's a baseball bat. It also has balls. Don't ask me why it has balls, it just does. Then we've got the Mollusk launcher from Saints Row the Third, which is number 2, which will fire live octopuses and at enemies and attaches to their heads and controls their minds, making them become confused, which sounds pretty damn awesome. And then number 1, the most ridiculous of them all, is Mr. Toots from Red Faction Armageddon, which, if you don't know, is a unicorn with a rainbow tail that farts a rainbow laser that destroys anything. Pretty damn ridiculous. I'd have a different list personally. How about your guys? But there you go, people. That's Smacktown, the hardest level. It blows. We all know this. Good luck with it, and hopefully you'll get through. But I hope the guide's helping, and you take care now.